Hi there, my name is Abe Brown. I'm the founder of Momentum Coaching, and I'm the author of the transformational book, Getting Where You Need to Go. You know what? A few thoughts have been swirling around in my head around the topic of clarifying your personal purpose. And I want to spend a few minutes talking about this. And you know what? This sharing that I have for you today sort of flows from a conversation I had with a guy. I do a lot of travel on planes. And on the plane the other day, I had a conversation with a guy who knew where he was going, but he wasn't quite sure as to why he was going there. And it got me thinking about a lot of people. They do know where they're going, and yet they don't always have a clear sense as to why they're going there. So I want to spend a few minutes talking about clarifying your personal purpose. You see, every one of us has a profound purpose, why we're put on this planet. And of course, you know what? Purpose answers the question of who am I? Why am I here? What am I born to do? There's a purpose that pulsates in the heart of every human being on this planet. We can suppress it, we can deny it, we can misdirect it, but we can't eliminate it. Purpose answers this question of why you were born. So here's the question. Why do we need a purpose? Well, the first thing is that purpose captivates. Purpose captivates our heart, our attention, and our focus. Without a clear sense of purpose, we won't reach our full potential. The laser beam of a clear purpose inspires us to clear out the clutter and live a disciplined life. I'll tell you what, there's so many folks who don't reach their full potential simply because they're investing their time and their effort in those areas where they have the least amount of potential. I love that quote by Andy Stanley, who said this: if you really want to make a lasting impact, then you need to eliminate what you do well for the sake of what you can potentially do best. It sort of reminds me of the story of General Motors when they declared bankruptcy in 2009. They literally had 18 different brands and all kinds of divisions and tens of thousands of employees, and they really lacked that clear sense of purpose. And so purpose will captivate your focus and your heart. The second thing that having a clear sense of purpose will do is it creates in you the potential and the capacity to do amazing things. You know, a lot of the time we look at trees, we look at plants, we look at flowers, we look at fruit, and everyone thinks that what's most important is the fruit or the flower. But really what's critical is the seed that produced that fruit. And you know what purpose does is it creates in you capacity and potential. Maybe you're watching this video today and you don't feel like you have a lot of ability and a lot of purpose, a lot of potential, a lot of capacity. The reality is you have amazing capacity, you have amazing ability. But absent your purpose, without that seed of purpose inside of you to germinate that potential and that ability, then you may not accomplish a whole lot. And so the entire purpose of your life, in finding that purpose, it's going to unlock your capacity and your ability. The third thing that purpose does is it calls us. Purpose has the ability to call us to something so much higher than ourselves. There's an awesome purpose that each of us has as individuals. It's a rich, fulfilling, and a vibrant destiny. There's an incredible purpose for you, greater than simply you. And yet a lot of the time we've been conditioned to think that it's all about me. It reminds me of the story of that little boy who was on a rocking horse and he's rocking away, and his sister comes along and wants on it, so he lets her on and they rock for a little while. After a while he got bored and tired of sharing, and he looked at his sister and he said, if one of us would just get off this rocking horse, there'd be more room for me. And of course, what a great story. That's the way some people go through their whole lives. You know, if everyone would just readjust and restructure their lives, then my needs could be met. You know, I love that quote by George Bernard Shaw. I'm going to read it to you. He said, "This is the true joy of life, being used up for a purpose recognized by yourself as a mighty one, being a force of nature, rather than a feverish, selfish little clot of ailments and grievances complaining that the world will not devote itself to making you happy." Do you know what? Having a true purpose calls you to get where you need to go. So here's the question. How do you discover your purpose? Well, I'll tell you what, how you find your purpose is number one, by looking at your passions. Your passions unlock your purpose. What are you passionate about? Secondly, take a look at your personality. What are the areas in which you feel a fit. Where do you feel alignment? When you have alignment, you will always have abundance. But when you don't have alignment, you won't have abundance. The third thing that you have to look at for your purpose is opportunity. Where are the doors open? Sometimes we go through life kicking down doors, trying to make things happen. Don't do that. Simply look and just be in the moment. Walk reflective of yourself and your purpose and your potential. And then the doors will open in front of you as you go. The fourth thing I look at is the relationships in your life. Where is there synergy? Where is there a resonance with people around you? Because you can find purpose not only on your own, but with collaboration with other people. And the fifth way that we can find a purpose is through getting a coach. I'll tell you, there's nothing more powerful for discovering your personal purpose and design than finding a coach, someone who can work with you and help you to discover that purpose that's inside. So I'll tell you what, discover your personal purpose, because when you do, it's going to captivate you. It's going to create in you capacity and ability and potential. And third, it's going to call you to a higher place. How do you do that? Well, I'll tell you, look at your passions, look at your personality, look at the opportunities around you, the relationships that you have, and also get a coach. Thanks for checking this video out. Have an amazing, amazing day.